Hello, everyone. This is Vent This, another episode of Vent This. Yes, if you're itchy to be bitchy, you've come to the right place. So I was just sitting here before we get started. I was just sitting here. You know, I ponder a lot of strange things, and people know that about me.
Yeah, you do.
I know, and I was actually wondering if twins ever realized that one of them was unplanned. Just a thought that I had. Anyway, Chrissy, I heard you chime in. Are you here with me?
Yes, Chuck, I'm just trying to figure out what you just said, but yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
It's a serious thing. I mean, it's like, dude, twins. You know what twins are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that that they ever realized one of them was unplanned?
I don't think they realize that, but I never asked a twin that question.
Yeah, it's just these are.
I never thought about this in general, so you're weird.
These are the things that have kept me back most of my life, kept me out of the good schools and the good jobs.
Okay.
Thoughts like this. And Don's, I think he's out of the bathroom. He's out from under the car.
Yeah, I was just tuning my piccolo, which I do every morning and every night.
Piccolo. Well, there you go.
Wow.
Well, we won't get into that.
No, please, let's not.
Jeez. All right. Well, let's get started. So I think our first vent is actually Loretta's, right? Loretta's got a letter. It's not her vent, but Loretta's got a letter to read from one of you people out there.
Good evening, people. I am afraid of dogs now. Nothing has ever happened to me, but it did to my friend. After hearing her story, I began to fear our four-legged friends. Before anyone judges me, remember that expression. Do not judge me on the chapter you walked in on. My friend was jogging around a very popular park with tons of people doing the same thing. There were people sitting in the park, eating in the park. You get the picture. As she increased her pace, a German shepherd started to chase her for about a minute. She eventually turned around and stopped to pet the animal. Well, it pounced on her and knocked her over. The owner ran to help her and put a leash on the dog. She was traumatized, and now so am I. I guess what I'm getting at is people, put your dogs on leashes.
Wow. Thank you.
Yes, parents put leashes on their toddlers all the time so they can't go too far.
Yeah.
And so for sure, dog owners can do the same. Sometimes the parents leave the leashes on their kids till they're 33, which is a little too long.
Yeah. Well, I think what it is she just needs to learn how to run faster. There's no problem here. No, I'm kidding.
Okay,
I'm kidding. So no, but you know what? If you are in a dog park, if you're in a regular park, your dog should be on a leash. And there's a law here in the Los Angeles area, and probably the same around the country, that a 6-foot leash is what you should have. Now, people have these flexi leads that go out 15 feet, 25 feet. You can cheat with that. I'm fine, but have some control, of your dog, unless you're in a dog park. If you're in a dog park, then let them run freely. But then again, you could take the view of, this person should lighten up. It's like she didn't get mauled, just enjoy the love you got from a dog.
No,
it's like the dog's just, did it bite her? It didn't attack her. It just went after her.
I know, but Chuck, you're a dog lover. So am I. And I know Don is too.
Right.
And Loretta is, by the way. But it doesn't matter how much you love that dog. If they pounce on you, knock you over, that's pretty scary stuff.
But it didn't happen. She turned and pet the dog, right? Isn't that what happened? She ended up petting the dog.
I think eventually that happened, but I think that's what the letter said.
It can be scary. I've been bit by stray dogs. I had it happen one time with a golden retriever. I kind of reached over the fence in the yard, but I was reaching into his yard, and he put a puncture in my hand, which shocked me because it was a golden retriever. The other day I was out walking and there was a guy with 2 poodles and 2 standard poodles, big poodles. And he was coming from the opposite direction. And I thought, oh, they're poodles. They're friendly, and they all of a sudden they lunged at me. And it kind of shocked me, a little bit. They lunged at me, but it was like love. They just, the guy should have had control. He lost control. He actually slipped and fell and got back up. He didn't let the dogs go. He had them on leashes. He was doing his part. Shit happens. I've said this on this program so many times. It happens.
I know.
Nobody got hurt, but yes, your dog should be on a leash if you're in a park, unless it's a dog park.
Yeah, if you're in a dog park, let them go crazy. Let them play with each other, climb trees, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're in a regular park, put your damn dog on a leash.
Maybe this lady is just afraid of shepherds that are German.
She may even have an aversion to Volkswagens.
Oh, gosh. Next letter, please.
Hey, I hope Chuck or Chris or Don are sports fans, because then they could relate to this obvious mistake. My team is the Buffalo Bills, and I am a proud member of the Bills Mafia. We are the most loyal, devoted, dedicated fans in the NFL. In fact, the NFL and all the other teams know who we are because we make noise. Okay, here's my beef. When the Bills have their press conferences with the players and the coaches, you can never hear the questions asked by the reporters. All we hear is the answers by the players or the coaches. It is really maddening to us. Can't the Bills organization get a mic that can be handed off to people so we can hear the questions? It isn't rocket science.
I don't think the coaches, just like politicians, want to hear the questions. This way they have pat answers and they say what they're going to say anyway. They're bullet point, and it doesn't matter what the question is.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good point. Yeah. They don't, they're just out there to shine on themselves and don't really care what anybody thinks, a lot of the times.
I think this is a problem. And when I enjoy watching the Q&A with the coach after the games, just hand the mic. When a reporter asks a question, hand a mic to that reporter so we can hear the question. So the audience knows whatever the coach is saying, the response will make sense.
Right. If they do that, that'll force them to really give an answer.
They'll have to give a real answer that supports, the question. Well, they don't have to. Politicians don't really answer the questions when you hear them anyway. But, there used to be times when they would pass a mic around in some press conferences and or have somebody with a fishpole for people that don't know is a mic on a stick. And that's not a snack. That's a hot dog on a stick. Anyway, something like that, or just have everybody that wants to ask a question run up and knock the coach out of the way, ask the question into his mic, and then go back to your seat.
Oh, Jesus.
And then he can answer it. It's just a thought.
They're not going to give away any private things. It's like they're not giving away the secrets to the invasion of Normandy. They just say those things, going to try harder next week and et cetera,
I know, but it's like this. Hey, what happened to that player? Okay.
It's not
and then
like
the coach goes, oh, well, he had an injury on his ankle and we took it. I'm like, who's he talking about? Which player is he saying? Because I didn't hear the question. It gets really or here's a better solution. The coach repeats the question and then we all know what the whole thing is about.
Well, and
I said my piece.
Did you buy a television that has a volume control? Turn it up for the question, back down for the answer. You've got control. This is in your boathouse.
Okay,
we're not going to agree. That's the problem.
We're not going to agree on this, but
no, I think we've beaten.
And by the way, it's not just the Buffalo Bills, and that's by the way my favorite team, and I am part of the Bills Mafia. My entire family is, but it's a lot of NFL, Q&As. It's not just the Bills that you just cannot hear the questions and you're just trying to figure out what did he ask? I think it relates to this. And then by the time you figure it out, the coach already spoke.
And you know what? Just watch the game and maybe they should just call it A's since there's no Q's.
Yeah. Make your own answers to the questions. And it's not just in football. It happens in basketball and baseball and, So basically here we have accomplished nothing. Maybe we should go to the next letter or the next vent, whatever we have. It's
good idea.
Is it a voicemail that we have?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the question. Would you hold the mic up closer?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Moving on.
Look at him.
Moving on.
I got a thing I want to talk about. It's when you're on a plane and your plane lands at the gate, and as soon as the light comes on, 150 people, they got to stand up. Like everybody's gonna get out of the plane right away, and it just cramps you. You can't get your bag out. You can't be comfortable. People are pushing and shoving. You're not gonna get out for like 5 to 10 minutes. Why does everybody have to get up? My name is Arthur. I didn't tell you. I don't think I told you my name in the beginning. My name is Arthur. Let me know what you guys think.
I love Arthur. I just have to say that.
Sounds like a great guy.
He does. He
Yeah.
sounds like a cute, short Italian man
Yeah.
that needed help at that moment. I
Yeah.
love you, Arthur, if you're listening.
Yeah.
I love this vent because how many people are in an airplane? Everybody gets up at once.
Yeah.
And and if you don't
And they
get
got to
up,
get their bag.
yeah, and if you don't get up first, then you're sitting in your seat and everybody's trying to get their bags and you're trying to get up. And then once you do get up, everybody behind you is waiting.
And I
Terrible.
like and I like the people who are in row 12, but their bag is in row 15.
Yeah.
And they're just bucking the system to get
Yeah.
back, to get their bag, to get back to their seat. They're climbing over people.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I think people are in a hurry to get off the plane because they're fearful of being in the plane in the first place.
Well, the solution might be, for example, have you ever been on a Disneyland ride or an amusement park ride like that?
Yes.
I've done a couple times.
Those ones that have the big curves and well, when you get on the ride, you put on your little seatbelt, but there's a bar that is in front of you and comes towards you. Somebody controls that bar.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
like you're
yeah.
sitting 3 across. Well, if they
Yeah.
had that on the airlines, okay, and have the stewardess control which bars come forward one at a time, then only that group could get up.
So you're
Oh,
stuck
there
in your
you go.
seat.
So control the people. Yeah, you're stuck in the seat until
Yeah,
the
because besides
steward-
besides
Yeah,
your regular seatbelt, you get that bar across the 3 across, and she controls the lever on each one, and then
you get up one row at a time. I
thank
love
you.
it. I love it. I'm calling the airlines Monday morning.
Can I tell you what I think the answer is? First of all, I wouldn't want a bar coming on my, belly, so I can't get out of my seat. I think
No, it just blocks
just
you on the
just
seat.
when you land.
It's just when you land, it comes across. Comes
What
out
about-
of the top or out of the seat in front of you and just keeps you from getting up. So
Okay.
you can control the
Okay.
disembarkment, as they call it.
Right.
Disembarkment.
Disembarkment. Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's
Say
also
that
the
3
same thing
times
you do if
fast.
you're shaving your tree. I don't know what that means.
Okay, but
Um,
what about
bark,
this
I
for an
get it.
idea?
Your bark is bigger than your something.
Then your tree or
Okay,
something.
boys, back on track. What about this for a thought?
No, that's the train if you're on track. We're on a plane.
Okay, what happens if the
It's a runaway
airline,
comment.
the flight attendant says in rows 1 through 7, you're allowed to get up, get your bags, and sit back down?
People don't care. Chrissy, have you ever been on a plane? Have you ever been in public? Have you ever seen people? Nobody
Yes.
listens to rules and regulations
No,
and
those are the
common
new
courtesies.
No, I'm suggesting that's the new rule for airlines, that you do it by row.
But
Row
people
1 through
won't listen.
They don't even put their seat up.
they don't put their seat up for you. How about when you're in the gate area and they say, okay, we're going to be loading the plane in order. We'd like people from row 37 to 42
Yeah,
get first, and 400 people are at the gate.
right.
And then the people who are in 42 to 47 or whatever the heck I said can't get through the other 372 people to get on the plane.
Okay, that's one big jumbo jet. Yeah.
People don't listen. Well, I'm going back to the 747 days and the big DC-10s.
Listen, people need metal bars across their laps.
Yeah. Some of them need one across their head. But anyway, and
Their mouths.
why do we call it getting on a plane? We're getting in.
Oh, that's true.
That always troubled me. I'm not getting on the plane.
Yeah. I just thought that was a wonderful thing because I've had that problem and I complain about that all the time when I fly.
Yeah, that's
Arthur,
not-
please clear your throat. Will you?
There you go.
Well,
All
I
right.
think
Well, did we solve this? No, of course not.
I
But we had a
know.
good time.
we had a good opinions.
And I think Don's got another product that he can
It
he
works
can-
at Disneyland. It works at Magic Mountain. There's
yeah,
no
it works.
reason why it
Yeah.
shouldn't work at the TWA.
It-
Well, TWA doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
It works everywhere.
All right.
So okay, so we've done this episode, huh? All right, guys. So that was fun. And
It was.
I'm really having trouble getting out of my seat right now. There's a
really,
bar
is
across
the
me.
bar across your seat?
Oh, for
Hey,
God's
Hey,
sake.
Gary, will you please release my bar? I have to get up.
Take your podcast belt off, will you? Jeez, you don't need to wear it now. The podcast is over.
Chuck, so what phone number do we use to call in?
Well, that number is 818-570-2535. And you can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll be there. The three of us will be there every time for you. We won't let you down. We'll have solutions and comedy and
snacks.
craziness and who knows. But yeah, leave us a vent on the website. The website is ventthis.org. You can leave us a vent. You can write us a letter. You can call us and leave us a voicemail right on the website, or you can call the number. That number again is 818-570-2535. Either way, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear what you think about our podcast. Okay, so we may not be happy with everything you say, but we'd love to hear it anyway.
Yeah, and if you got better solutions to what we have as answers, let us know.
That's it.
Yeah.
Go out there. Yeah, go out there, have a good time, and live each day like it's your last.
Time to go tune my piccolo.
Jesus. Okay, bye.